one issue, which is in relation to reckless lending and indeed reckless borrowing and what we should do about it. Prior to coming into the Senate, my day job was community welfare officer, and I dealt with lots and lots of these cases. In one case, I had a young gentleman come in to me. He had borrowed $187,000 from one institution. He had paid his mortgage on it for a couple of years, and then he decided, because money was so easily available, that he would pay off his van loan. He'd pay his 3 credit cards, and he decided he was going to get married, and he needed another $30,000 for that. So he went back into another institution, and they gave him $250,000, right? And in his application, and I saw his application for this $250,000, he clearly stated what his income from a job in the construction sector was, which was $2,500 a month. And he gave no evidence of it. There was no evidence on file. It was all verbal. And his repayments for that mortgage for 40 years was $2,600 a month. He subsequently got married and now has kids. His wife isn't working. He's on social welfare. And there isn't a way ever that this man is going to be able to repay this mortgage. Now, I blame the institution. Some people can say here, it's also reckless borrowing. But let's put it like this. If I apply for a job, I make my application, somebody will look at my CV and either say yes or no. The same thing applies when you go in and look for this money. You might be reckless looking for it, but the banks should be responsible and should say clearly, you're not able to repay this money, and refuse the money. They didn't do that. And I would be proposing, Minister, that in any of these cases, that the similar case to this that arises, that the bank be penalised for that. They gave this man an extra $63,000. They gave him a mortgage of 140%. They should be penalised, the banks, not the people of this country. They're not responsible for it, but just the banks. And I would also suggest that although MABs do a great job, they're basically, yet again, they're dealing with the reckless institutions that give out the money in the first place. And they can only go so far. And I don't think that the regulator is the person that can deal with this particular issue, but there was talk of a debt management agency, and I think it should be completely neutral. It should adjudicate on issues like this, and where they clearly see what I'm telling you here today arising, that the banks should be paying the price for it. And as I think it was Abraham Lincoln once said, that don't expect the people that cause the problem to be the ones to fix it. They won't. So we need a separate agency set up now to deal with these situations. Thank you.